Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Hi, let's go. Hi, let me say hi to everyone. Hi, looks like Zach was here earlier. I don't know if you're still here, Zach. If you left, come back. I'm nice. You wanna just watch my video, please? Just kidding. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Whatever. Hi, Blimey Limey. Hi, Umkar. Hello, Low Budget Slow. Hello, Eggy. Hello, Ash Lucia. Hello, Pikas. Hello, Katsu. Hello, Yatta. Hello, Cletus. Hello, Archtilos. Hello, Astrolotropos. Hello, Penbu. Oh, Syzygy. Oh my gosh. Wait, Syzygy, when is your stream? You're also streaming today, right? Or did you already have your stream? Wait, when is... I want to see Syzygy's stream. Hey, Umkar. Yeah, hi KQ, yay, lots of friends showing up tonight. Hi. Oh, okay, you're gonna stream in a while. Good. Oh, yeah. I'll stop by. If you like. What is the rules for having rating on YouTube? I definitely won't be like streaming still then, but yeah, I need to like. People need to yell at me when I'm ending my stream to raid people, cause I have raiding capabilities and I always forget to raid people. I should raid people. I need to form positive relationships within the VTuber community. But yeah, hi, how is everyone's day? Happy Sunday. I kind of have the Sunday scaries. I'm like, oh man, school tomorrow, but yeah, luckily yeah, do you need, is there, wait, let me move my bubbles. See, my bubbles were like, my chat bubbles were behind my desk. Wait, do you guys like the chat bubbles in front of the desk or behind the desk? What do you think? Look at the screen if you're not looking. Chat bubbles behind the desk or in front of the desk? What do you think? What do you think? Because if it's behind the desk, it's like, oh, it's immersive. Like, they're really there physically in the room. But if it's in front of the desk, it's like, oh, like... Everyone's fighting. Behind. We have in front. It looks like behind. I don't know. People are like, oh, it's like immersive. Like the chat bubbles are physically in the room. Hi, guy. In front. Don't break. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It might be 50-50. I don't know. I'm scared my audience is dividing themselves. Civil wars breaking out. World War III chat bubbles. Hi, Kazuhiro. Hello, Chito. Yeah, hi. How's everyone? Yeah. But actually, I almost never have this desk. I need to use this desk asset more, considering I paid for it. I need to get my money's worth. We live in a society. We live in a capitalist society, in fact. I can't believe I have to pay for VTuber assets. I should be given it for free by virtue of being myself. Whatever, it's fine. I'm not HoloLive. I don't get free stuff. It's fine, whatever. Anyways, hi, good afternoon, good evening, etc. Yeah, how's everyone's weekend? What did I do? Yesterday I went to a friend's Christmas party, so I made macaroni. I love making macaroni when I'm going to potlucks and stuff, and I don't know, it's just macaroni. It's great. I love cheese. I think cheese, like anything with cheese is one of my favorite foods. I love cheese. You're right, I shouldn't have to pay for anything. I shouldn't have to pay for assets. I shouldn't have to pay for video games. I shouldn't have to pay like nothing, car payment, no, I should be given that for free, because I entertain like 20 people on YouTube every week. They don't know the valuable service I provide to society. Hi though. Anyways, yeah, I have good news. It's good news for me. None of you probably care. Honestly, you shouldn't care. It's not important, but I was complaining about this in my last stream. It's like YouTube, I don't know, I feel like they're always changing the shorts algorithm because like I guess the shorts have only been around for like less than a few years, right? So I feel like they're always changing the algorithm, and I feel like for a while YouTube was like really pushing my shorts. Well, okay, it's like the algorithm always changes. So I remember when I first started posting shorts, it's like it would get all of its views. Like it would get like 800 views or whatever, like in a single hour, and then it wouldn't get any views after that unless someone clicked on it on your channel. It's like it would get shown in the feed for like 1 hour, and then it would not be shown anymore. And then I think more recently, it's like it'll show it to like a few people like the first 24 hours you have it uploaded, and then it'll like stop getting views for a day. And then on the third or fourth day, it's like it'll suddenly show it to people again. So I don't know if you haven't seen my latest short, how dare you? I put my blood, sweat, and tears. No, just kidding. I think it's a decent short. I don't know, my short on vaccines, because in my opinion, I think vaccines are a nice thing to understand. And I don't know, I think the editing is really good and stuff. I didn't do the editing, but I was like, oh, this is a pretty solid short. Let's look at a few views. And then YouTube, it's like, it only got 700 views, which is not that much for my channel. And then like when you click on your video analytics, YouTube will like tell you how it thinks your short is doing. So it'll be like, oh, like the short is really good, watch time is longer than normal. But on my short, it was like, viewers are swiping away, watch time is down. And I'm like, you guys suck, this is a good short. And I think YouTube was showing it to the wrong people, because it had like a really high dislike ratio at first. Not like all dislikes, but usually it's like I'll get less than like 10% dislikes on my shorts, but then it had like 25% dislikes or something, just like pretty high for me. And so YouTube, like it got to 700 shorts. Sorry, I don't know why I'm telling this like it's an anime action arc or something. Like, you guys, you won't believe what happened in my shorts. It's crazy. It got disliked. But yeah, this is the like action, like training arc of my anime, of my personal life on YouTube. Anyways, it reached like 700 views, and then YouTube was roasting it when I clicked on it. It was like, a viewership is down, people are swiping away. And I'm like, shut up, YouTube, you're showing it to the wrong people. I hate you. And then finally today, it's just like, suddenly it started, I enjoy Tamara. Yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah, but today, like within the past 24 hours, YouTube started showing it again, because it's like it started getting views again, and then it like started doubling in views. And so it's like, I think over the last hour it got like 150 views or something. So anyways, for everyone's information, hi AGCR, for everyone's information, my short on vaccines is very good, and it's picking up in the shorts feed, and I'm finally going to get the fame I deserve. And I got like 15 new subscribers from it within the last like 6 hours or something, and I'm pleased. And it's, you know, I deserve this. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I do, because I'm a princess, so don't forget it. Anyways, yeah, hi, what else is new with me? I'm like trying to slowly turn up my settings on, thank you Syzygy. Syzygy gets it. You feel so like, numbers are not everything, but you feel so motivated as a creator when you get the numbers. You're like, oh, these people, they liked me, and they like selling their soul to me now. I mean, they just hit subscribe. Maybe it was by accident, but anyways, it's so good. Yeah, but so I'm trying to slowly improve my stream quality on OBS, but it's like, I don't know if any of you have seen me play any game that's the slightest bit graphically intensive. It's like, if there's more than like 10 enemies on the screen or something, my stream becomes all pixelated. So I'm trying to slowly increase my settings on OBS. So yeah, it's like, yeah, I have the OBS settings higher today. So tell me, I mean, usually if I'm doing nothing like this, it'll stay pretty high definition, but I'm gonna slowly, I'm slowly increasing the bitrate. So today the bitrate is a little higher, but I think I'll have to play a graphically intensive game to really test it. But hopefully the stream does not crash today or anything. Yeah. What else is new? Yeah, I'm starting singing lessons. So last week I had just like, basically I met the instructor, and she kind of just had me sing some scales to like test where I'm at. But I think like, yeah, tomorrow I have my first actual singing lesson. Like we're actually gonna, I think, learn some breathing techniques and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty excited. I'm just I guess it's like a stereotypical VTuber activity to sing, but I really want to sing. I think it'll probably, I I don't know, someday I'd love to have like song covers on my channel and stuff. It might be a little bit until then, because it's like, number one, I have to learn to sing. Number two, it's like probably being able to record your song and, you know, have someone edit it and whatever. That's like a whole other thing too. Like, I don't even know if you need a different microphone. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's good for that. But yeah, I'd love to do song covers. Yeah, also, I think as long as plans don't fall through, I think we're like kind of finalizing it. But I believe I should have a collab this week. I have a collab this week with someone who has never been on my channel and someone who like I would not expect to collab with, and you guys probably would not expect, but they reached out to me, so hopefully that doesn't fall through. You guys will hear more about that soon. Yeah, yes, everyone was singing. It's sirens, right? The mermaids who like lure people. Hi, other Evan. Hololive collab doobie. God, I wish. No, but no. You guys will see. It's like I was like, I know this person. I'm surprised they reach out to me, but I'm like, okay. Yes, it is Dwayne the Rock. You guys are so smart. Yeah, but yeah. Hopefully that will work out. But you'll hear more about that soon, as long as everything is good on our schedules and whatever. Yeah. What else? I don't know, I was like, what can I do for everyone for Christmas? The year's almost over, and yes, I'm Fauna. I'm retiring from Hololive to full-time Faye again. No, but yeah, anyways, I was like, you guys are so, I'm not quite at that level of clout yet. Maybe eventually, that'd be. But I love my small indie VTubers too. I mean, everyone's great. So, yeah. I've been pretty antisocial with collabing. It's like I've only maybe collabed with maybe 5 or 6 people total the whole time I've had my YouTube. So, yeah. It would be nice if I collab more. I should be less antisocial. Yeah, but I think some of you will have heard of her. But you'll see. Oh yeah, but I was like thinking with something special. You're gonna go cram for finals. Have a nice time, other Evan. I was thinking, what can I do something special for Christmas? And I don't know. I kind of want to try out like a roleplay ASMR. Like I'll have like a, I don't know, a maid cafe stream or something, and then I'll be like, actually, if you go on my YouTube community poll, I have you can vote like what kind of character you want Faye to be, like tsundere or yandere or dere. So you were surprised by that? Yeah, I guess it's like I guess like, I don't know. So I've had my channel for over a year now. Like, I don't know if it seems like it because I feel like I'm just slow to put out content, but I guess when I started my channel, I was very like, I felt like I had to be very purist with my content, like, oh, like I'm only gonna make science content and like sometimes gaming content, but it's like I'm really like, I was just like, oh, it really has to be a certain way. I'm not gonna do like ASMR, that's cringe. I'm not gonna do this and that, it's cringe. And it's like, I think my channel's not really gonna change. Like, I'm still gonna make all my same stuff, and it's like, I'm never gonna post like rated like 18 stuff on my channel because that's just not me. Like, that's just not what I'm gonna do. But I was like, actually, I really like acting. I really like when there's video games and there's dialogue and I can read as the characters. So I was like, why can't I try like, and my ASMR is just gonna be me talking, really, like it'll be more like a chat like roleplay ASMR, because I don't have a special microphone or anything. God, I wish I had like my channel was profitable enough that I could be like, yeah, I'm gonna drop $10,000 on an ASMR microphone, but no, but yeah, I'll just be like chatting and like, I don't know. Sometimes I listen to ASMR, but it'll either be like a roleplay ASMR like that, or it'll be like a raindrop sounds or like cafe sounds or something. But I don't know, the thing where they like whisper and like tap on things and like scratch on things. Like, I kind of don't like that kind. Like kind of the whispering like if the whole stream they're whispering and then they're like tapping their nails on stuff, it kind of like, I don't like that. So I think it'll just be chatting, and I don't know, maybe I'll have some background sounds playing like cafe ambient. I just thought a maid cafe would be cute because I think aprons are cute and maid dresses are cute, but yeah, it'll be like not anything inappropriate or anything. Like, nothing wrong with VTubers who do that. I just like, that's not me. But yeah, let's see, we're a few minutes into the stream, so I'll tell everyone the point of today's stream if you couldn't tell from the title or the description. Yeah, so I made a video the other week on how, like, what my real life job will be. So, I'm in medical school. I'm in my last year, so the degree I'm getting is an MD. There's, like, some other countries have different degrees and stuff, but I'm in my last year of my MD. And the way it works in the USA is that, well, I'll show you more in my PowerPoint, but, basically, I was just going to tell you guys what my past 4 years of school have been like just how it works, like questions. I had people put questions on my YouTube community post. If you guys have questions today, I can try to answer them also, but I'm just going to tell you guys more about school, and I feel like, I don't know if it looks like concerning that I put my future in the title. Like, it makes it sound like I am graduating from my channel or something. I don't have, like, FYI, if anyone was nervous about this, I don't plan to graduate from my YouTube channel anytime soon. You know, it's like, let me drink. I think, like, a lot of VTubers who were like maybe in corporations over the last few years, it's like some of them, it's like, well, honestly, I feel like most of the big VTubers who have graduated have, like, come back, but, I think some people in corporations, it's like they have to leave because they're going to college in real life or whatever, but it's like, the thing about me is that this is my channel. I don't have a boss. I don't have someone who expects a certain output from me. I mean, except myself and, like, except you guys maybe, but, it's like I can do whatever I want with this channel, which sometimes will mean slower content for you guys. It's like I finally uploaded some science shorts this week, but I think before this week I hadn't uploaded science shorts since like September. And I don't know, it's like sometimes I just feel like I'm slow at making content. Like sometimes I feel like the last few months I only stream like once or twice a week, or like I've been out of town a lot recently, so sometimes I feel bad that I can't be faster about content, but I guess at the same time what you can understand is like, this is my YouTube channel. It's not gonna be like, oh, it's like I'm really busy studying for an exam for a month so I have to graduate. It's like, this is my YouTube channel. If people still care about me in 5 years and I still feel like doing this in 5 years, it's like I can be doing this, whatever. So yeah, anyways, the whole point of that is that, like, I don't hi Fi. Yeah, that's true, Fi. Anyone who doesn't know, Fi also makes science videos. Go say hi. But yeah, Fi says corporate VTubers ruin the perception of what a normal content creation schedule is. Yeah, that's true, because sometimes I feel bad. I'm like, man, these corporation VTubers stream 5 times a day, and all their streams are like, not 5 times a day, maybe like 5 times a week. Some are probably 5 times a day, I don't know, but I'm like, oh, they're streaming so many times a week, and they have 800 uploads, and each of their streams is 6 hours. Hi, Dan. But yeah, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, this is, sorry, I'm getting lost in the sauce again. The whole point is like, this is my channel. I'll have times in my life that are more busy. I'll have times in life that are less busy. So it's like, even when I graduate school or whatever, it's like, even if there's times I only like stream like every couple of weeks or something, it's like, I don't know, it's my channel. It'll be here when I have time for it. And when I don't have time, you can just wait, and there's plenty of other people to watch on the internet. I don't know, but yeah, anyways, so long story short, I'm graduating school with my degree. I am not graduating from my channel. The only time I could think of getting rid of this channel is if like I don't know, something really bad happened. Like, I became, like, the target of, like, a really bad, like a hate campaign or something. But I'm, knock on wood, I'm hoping nothing like that will happen. But yeah, let me switch over to my PowerPoint I made. And that's my new transition. So cool. Yes, yes, yes. Let me drink again. I freaking love water. That stuff's good, man. Have you guys seen these people on TikTok and they're called Water Talk, and it's like, they're people who hate drinking waters, but they find new ways to drink water, but it kind of scares me. Hi, Store Fam. Hi. Yes, PowerPoint. My PowerPoint streams are so good. I can't believe people would willingly watch PowerPoints if an anime woman delivers them. But, yeah, and so yeah, Water Talk, it's like, I guess it's people who don't like, I don't even go on TikTok. I just see TikTok stuff when they repost it on Twitter or whatever. Like, I have a TikTok, I've uploaded on there, but I refuse to, like, open up the app and, like, watch TikTok because I know I'll get addicted. I have, like, an addictive personality. So I'm like, yeah, I can't go on TikTok. But, yeah, Water Talk, these people are, like, they'll just get, like, a big, like, thing of water, but then they'll be like, okay, I add one pouch of lemonade flavor, and then one pouch of strawberry flavor, and then I add, like, a Diet Coke on top, and then this is how I drink my water. And it's like, it's like they make water, but they make it really scary, and they add all these, like, flavor packs and stuff, and it's like, sometimes I'll, you know, drink fake sweetener, sugar, whatever, it's fine, but it's like, and, like, is this how you drink? Like, I guess some people drink water like that every day because they don't want to drink. I guess it's better than being dehydrated. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. None of that has anything to do with anything at hand. Oh, yeah, but, also, while I'm talking, you guys think about it. You can debate it amongst yourself. So, on my YouTube community page where I have people vote for what ASMR they want, like yandere, dere, or tsundere, it's like every time I click on it, it's like a different answer is first place. So I'm like, I mean, what do you guys want? What should I do? I think usually yandere or dere are usually leading. Yeah, you guys fight amongst yourself in the audience. Just kidding. Eventually I can do all three, why not? But, but yeah, I guess, like, yeah, it's nice that people are into that idea. I'm glad you think my, like, voice is nice enough that you would listen to it like that. Fight gladiator pits. Anyways, yeah, hi. I'll get actually to the topic at hand because we're like 25 plus minutes in. Yeah, anyone who just came to the stream, so I'll be finishing medical school this year, not graduating from VTubing, graduating from medical school, okay? This is my nice PowerPoint I made. Wait, I need my, I want a laser pointer. There we go. I love laser pointer. I forgot to put transitions on this PowerPoint. That's so sad, right? We're just gonna have to go without transitions and raw dog it or whatever. This is my life in medicine. Let's learn more. And this will not be quite as fun and scandalous and exciting as my first stream where I talked about medicine, because that was like the reveal. This is just me going into more detail, but this is my real life lore. This is... Now you can, like, know what I'm up to every single day and imagine it in your head. It's not that interesting. Maybe it's interesting. Maybe med school sounds interesting if you don't, like, you've never, I don't know, explored medicine. But yeah, first I put just some general questions that I thought people would have. Like, so who am I? Why do I feel like I'm able to speak on this topic with some degree of accuracy? So first of all, the way it works in the USA is I got my bachelor's degree, so that's like a 4-year undergraduate degree. Mine's in biology. Honestly, I think these days med schools will kind of let you, like, At least in the USA, most med schools will let you get a degree in anything you want, like as long as you take the prerequisites. So I have friends who did like art degrees and stuff, but it's like you still need to take your biology classes or chemistry classes or whatever, because like you need to know that when you go to med school. And so my degree is called MD. That means, I think that literally just means medical degree. I'm like, I should know. This is literally the title I'm going to have in a couple of months. But I'm in my last year, so it's 4 years. So I think like May 2025. Yeah, biology is the best logi. I agree with you, Phi. Yeah, it's not my life history, it's my life lore. Shut up, I'm not a human, I'm an anime character. You wouldn't get it. Yeah, and so way it works in USA is like you need, like, you can't really do much with your MD degree alone. You also have to do something called a residency, and that is where you specialize in whatever you are going to work in. So like surgery or neurology or psychiatry or whatever. And in the USA, this ranges from 3 years to 7+ years. I'm like, I won't tell you guys yet what my residency is, maybe eventually. So I won't even tell you how long mine will be, because it's like, it would narrow it down to a few residencies. But honestly, the reason why right now is because I'm like, me telling you that I'm in medical school already adds to like me being someone you could identify theoretically, which like I don't want. And then if I told you what specialty I was gonna do, it's like that narrows me down from being like, oh, she could be like any med student in the USA graduating this year, to like, oh, she's like one in like 15 different medical students, because not everyone's going into the same residency. Everyone's going to a different residency. Yeah. And 7 years is for neurosurgery. I can confidently tell you I'm not doing neurosurgery. Mine is not going to be 7 years. That's like playing med school on hard mode, because it's like, yeah, medicine is hard to begin with, but it's like not everyone. Hi, Yuko. You're a new sub. Thank you so much for stopping by. Did you come from my short, or did YouTube recommend me? I'm curious, because my short's picking up on the feed. Hey, I can do unlicensed lobotomies. You can't stop me. Oh, and I'm glad YouTube recommended me. I'm sorry for laughing maniacally as soon as you came in, but also I'm not sorry, because it'll happen again. It has happened before and it will happen again. But yeah, so I think like July 2025 probably is about when most residencies start. So yeah, you love me. Like, I'm glad you like me. My OC. It's not OC. It's my me. It's my me. Hi, Matt. Oh, the operating room. I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, this is my life. I have a few more years before I'm like a fully fledged physician, basically. But I will have my medical degree. How is med school? Like, what is it like? So I am in Freedom Land personally. So usually every med school has their own curriculum, but most I've pretty much seen is like your first 1 to 2 years of medical school is more so time spent like in like either like classroom, lecture hall, whatever. Honestly, my first years of med school, we had like lectures, but honestly, I didn't go to lectures. I would just watch it in double speed online from my bedroom or from like a cafe, because it's like, I don't know, probably anyone who's been a student within the last decade or two gets it. It's like sometimes it's just better to listen to things in double speed and save time, and just, I mean, I had classmates who loved going to class. I did not like going to class. I also had to do anatomy lab. I really did not like anatomy lab. I know that goes against my lore of being a crazy psychopath scientist, but I actually like hated anatomy lab. I think I have another slide on it. I thought it was disgusting. In anatomy is like I that just didn't work with my brain. I don't know. It's like, even in med school, it's like you're going to have subjects that come to you really well, and you're going to have subjects that like don't come to you well. I was not good at anatomy. And then you start learning kind of like basic patient skills, like how do you collect a history from a patient? How do you do basic physical exams, like listen to heart sounds and listen to lung sounds? So that's maybe just like once a week or whatever. But like mostly I spent most of my first 2 years like honestly like at home or at cafes, but it's not like I was sitting there and like hanging out and chilling. It's like I was studying for several hours every day and kind of like losing my mind. Yeah, thanks for subscribing, Yuko. Thank you. Fi says, the med school model made me very optimistic for remote learning not being dog water. You were proven wrong. I don't know, honestly. It's like, at least for me, it's like, every med student in the USA has to take like the same board exam. So it's like, for me, I had my first board exam was called Step 1, and my second board exam was called Step 2, because med school's creative. I don't know. But it's like everyone in the USA who's getting an MD has to take those exams, and you have to pass it. And it's like, my professors did not know or care what was on Step 1 or Step 2. It's like, they want to have lectures on one random molecule that they study, that they're very passionate about or whatever. It's probably the same thing in college. It's like, some professors who are really heavy in research, it's like, they don't actually teach you things that is useful to you or anything. It's like they want to talk about their one molecule or medicine or whatever that they're very passionate about for an hour, and it's like, this is never going to show up on any of my licensing exams. I don't care. So it's like, honestly, for med school, it's like most of my really best resources that I used were ones that were like online resources that students across the country use, and like were not specific to my school, like third-party resources. Yeah. So anyways, I'm getting lost in the sauce. But yeah, then usually like your last 2 to 3 years, you spend time in the hospital. So most med schools is like you have maybe like 1 or 2 years where it's like everyone has to kind of see every part of the hospital. So it's like everyone will spend some time in surgery, everyone will use some time in neurology or whatever. Yeah, I love Sketchy. Anyone that doesn't know, Sketchy is like, most of you probably don't know, because it's like, why would you know? But it's like, Sketchy and Anki cards. It's like, there's this stupid website that a lot of med students use called Sketchy, and it's like, it helps you memorize diseases by telling a stupid story. I don't know. I'll show you guys on another stream. But, yeah, so I'm in my last year of medical school now. So for my school, our last year is mostly spent doing like, you spend some more time in the specialty you're applying into, which I won't tell you guys yet, but you also have some time to do silly, fun electives. So I'm like sick of the hospital, even though that's gonna be my whole life. So I'm doing like an elective where I'm riding around on fire trucks and ambulances and stuff. And like technically it's emergency medicine, I guess. So but I was like, I'm over the hospital, I'm out of here. Next. Is it hard? It's like, I think there was definitely, like, there's good times in med school and there's bad times in med school. It's like there was times where I was just like really having a horrible time, and it's like I almost wanted to drop out, and I was like crying and having trouble sleeping and stuff. Then there's times where it's like, oh, this isn't too bad. But I think the like thing that will always stay the same is that there's like a lot of studying, which is, it makes sense. Like, it's medical school. A lot of this stuff is not intuitive. It's like you just have to learn things. But I think it's like, honestly, it's like when I got my biology degree in undergrad, it's like that was almost like a joke compared to medical school. And it's like I got like a legit biology degree from like a good, like, well-respected school in undergrad, but it's like getting that biology degree was a joke compared to medical school. Because hi Dayboard, what keeps me going through hard times? I guess I just have to like remember what I like about medicine. And honestly, by this point, when I'm having a horrible week, I'm like, okay, I've had horrible weeks. I've had weeks that like actually like made me cry. Like I would get in my car after school and cry, and it's like, you know, those weeks sucked and I got over it and I'm here now. So I just try to remember that when I have a horrible week. I'm like, okay, I've had days where someone yelled at me or whatever, and it's like, I'm still here, which is not great, but eventually it's just like, okay, I've been yelled at before, or I've done bad on an exam before, or I made like a big mistake in front of, you know, like a patient before or whatever, and it sucked, and then you move through it, which I don't know if that's a good way to cope with things or not, but I don't know. At this point, I'm just like, okay, it sucks, but sometimes it sucks, but I guess just like, yeah, the amount I studied in undergrad, I feel like in undergrad, it's like, I wouldn't even study for exams until the week of the exam, really. It's like a day or two before I'd actually study for my exams, and like, my study skills in undergrad were awful. It's like, I'm like, I don't even know how it's like, it was a joke. It's like, my way of studying in undergrad is I would just like, write things in a Microsoft Word document and like make bullet points and highlight it, which like, I guess that's studying, but to me now, I'm like, that would be a huge waste of time, because there's like, that's not an efficient way to learn at all. I mean, maybe if you need just like a baseline understanding of something, but now I'm just like, that would not be a good use of my time at all, to like sit there and make bullet points and highlight things. That doesn't, I don't know, there's just much better ways to study. I guess also, yeah, but it's like, man, it's like, there was just so many times where like, I remember it'd be like Christmas Day and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna open gifts with my family, then I'm gonna go study. Or there'd be times where it's like, I would literally be at like a family wedding, or like I would go, like, I remember like studying at my sister's wedding, or I was like, I got out my computer and I was like about to study when we were like getting dressed in the morning or something, and someone was like, no, like put your computer away, you're not going to study at your sister's wedding. But and I remember like I've been to like family funerals and I would be like crying, and then I would like go home and study. But yeah, I guess also everyone's different. I mean, some of my classmates are insanely smart. Some of them can just study the week of the exam and they get by. Like, I know I would not be able to. But I guess another thing that sucks about medicine is like, I think there's maybe like, when I talk to my friends who are in other fields, I think it's like, sometimes I just feel like there's a lot of like disrespect in medicine that like would not be tolerated in other fields. It's like, in medicine, like people, like I'm in my mid to late 20s, and like school faculty will like speak to us like we're children, like, oh, you were 10 minutes late for your lecture, -1 professionalism point. And I'm like, what the hell is a professionalism point? That doesn't exist in any industry or anything anywhere, but okay, go off, whatever. And just like sometimes some doctors will like yell at students, or like sometimes it's kind of like a culture of shame. It's like, if you don't know something and your like boss thinks you should know it, it's like they'll try to like kind of like humiliate you in front of the team. Like I've definitely like, they'll ask you questions in front of the team sometimes. Like I've gotten questions wrong before, and they'll be like, oh, shouldn't you know this? Even first year medical students know this. Sorry, I feel like I'm complaining, but it's like, there's some very like annoying and bad things about medicine. Like I think it can be very infantilizing. I think it's like, medicine is very hierarchical for good reasons, but it's like your like attending physician is like your boss doctor, who's like, you know, full-time doctor or whatever. And it's like, if you're a student, it's like you don't talk back. It's like you're kind of always wrong. I mean, I've met a lot of awesome, nice people in medicine too, but medicine attracts some bad personality types, in my opinion. And sometimes it's physically demanding. It's like, sometimes I've been at school for like 60 plus hours a week. It's like a lot of physicians work 80 plus hours a week. I'm gonna have weeks like that in the future. And I say all that complaining, but it's like, it's doable. Sometimes it really sucked, but I'm still here. I'm excited for the career I'm applying into, and I think if I can survive and make it through, I'll have like a lot of flexibility in my future. I think I'll always be hireable. I think I could like live anywhere and get a job, and it's like, you're always probably gonna be in the top 10% of salary in like the USA or whatever. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, to ask about study tips, I have some study tips. Yeah, it's like actually in some ways it's like med school is more infantilizing than undergrad for me. It's like, yeah, I feel like undergrad was more a lot just like you kind of do your own thing, mind your own business, but med school is very like, aw, thanks for cheering for me. Thank you, Dayboard. I'm glad we have some new people here tonight. Yeah, but man, it's like I have so many bad things to say about medicine, but I have so many good things to say too. What are my other slides? Oh yeah, but like hopefully people can understand why, like, I don't know, sometimes I feel bad that I'm so bad at like scheduling streams, or I'm like, oh man, I've only streamed like 3 times in the last month or whatever, but like honestly it's because sometimes the schedule changes so much. Hi Cartoon 19100, if you're here, thanks for subscribing. New people, new friends. But yeah, I hope you guys could understand why I'm like slow to have output on my channel sometimes. There's like a lot going on. Okay, someone asked, people are probably curious about how to study. So I think a lot of medicine is memorization based. It's like some things you really just need to sit down and memorize. There's no way around it. So I think every college degree is going to be different. And it's like some of your degrees might have a lot of memorization and some might not. It's like if you're doing like an engineering degree or something, maybe it's more like you need to be able to like solve problems or work on a team, or like obviously like if you're doing an art degree, it's like, okay, you need to be able to make art. So I think this is more so if you have a class or like a career that has a lot of memorization. But if you have something you need to memorize, I recommend like using flashcards like Quizlet, or especially timed flashcards like Anki. I don't know if people know Anki, but it's a computer software that has flashcards, kind of like how Quizlet is virtual flashcards, but the thing that's different about Anki is that it's like it will take your flashcards and space it out, so it's like you'll see flashcards every certain number of days. So it's like if you have a new flashcard, you'll see it today and then like tomorrow, and then if tomorrow you get the flashcard right, it'll move it to like 3 days away, and then if you still get it right, it'll be like 5 days away, then 7 days away. So it's like as you get better at memorizing a flashcard, you see it less and less. And so the benefit of this is that I'm pretty sure that's like proven to really help you memorize things. And the other benefit is that like you could have a flashcard deck with like 10,000 flashcards, and you only, well, like not only, it's a lot, but it's like maybe you only need to do like 200 a day or something, which I will say though, it's like if you're this is only good for long-term memorization. So it's like maybe if you're studying for a really big exam that's like 6 months away, you could use this, but like this is not going to be helpful if it's like, oh, well, it's like Monday and then I have an exam on Wednesday. Like this is not going to help. I mean, Quizlet's nice, I guess, for short term, but yeah, so usually I would try to memorize things on Anki. Yeah, Anki. I think Anki was originally made for learning Japanese. I just learned this recently, but I think Anki is actually the Japanese word for like memorize. So yeah, I guess also if you're learning a language, like you need to learn a new alphabet or words. I think this was originally meant for language actually. But yeah, hi Luak. Yeah, it is for language. Yeah, but so yeah, usually if I just had various things to memorize, like I have to remember the names of nerves, or like the names of different, like the features of different bacteria, I would try usually memorizing it on this. And then this is just Anki. I guess this is actually French. I guess someone's learning French with Anki, but and then I usually do some like practice questions that like try to find something that will I was studying, I was studying Japanese for a little bit on Anki, but I fell off. I need to get back on it. But yeah, and then usually I try to do practice questions because I forget, let me see what other slides I have. I don't even remember. Yeah, I forget. I think someone asked about exams, so I'll just briefly explain exams. Like basically most of my exams in medical school were multiple choice, but it's not like easy multiple choice. It'd be like A through E and like really long questions. And then most of my class exams would be like 90 to maybe like 120 questions or so. But yeah, so mostly I needed to like know how to do questions. It's like not easy though. It's like hard multiple choice. Yeah, and like what's the hospital like? Because like I've spent like thousands of hours in the hospital by this point. But I guess I honestly like being in the hospital. I think maybe if like you're not used to being in a hospital, it's overwhelming, but yeah, you're gonna go study. Good luck, Yatta. Hope you learn some new study tips. But I don't know, it's like man, you can just see anything in the hospital. It's like you can walk in and you're not going to know if you're going to see just like, you know, the funniest patient with the craziest story ever and they're going to be fine, or if you're going to see something totally heartbreaking, someone's going to come in and not make it, or I don't know, you could just see anything. You'll hear all kinds of stories. You'll see just things you probably didn't want to see, but I don't know, I guess like there's like sometimes you see rough things, like you see, I don't know, like people who are not gonna make it or just whatever, but I guess I try to just, for my own personal coping, I just try to like be as optimistic as I can. And of course, sometimes optimism is going to be like, oh, you know, it's like this person has a disease, but the disease is perfectly treatable, and now we can treat it. But maybe sometimes optimism, hi Alice, long time no see. Yeah, Anki is good for like, yeah, anything that requires more long-term memorization. But I guess sometimes optimism is going to look like, oh, okay, this patient is like not going to make it. They only have a few days, but like, they're still your patient, so what can you do at that point? Maybe they need treatment for their pain, or like maybe their family has questions or something. So, hi Shadow, I'm glad you made it to the stream. We're just talking about medicine, but yeah, I guess you'll see, man, it's like I started a note on the notes app on my phone where I'm like, I need to write down some of these crazy patient stories, just because some of them make me laugh so hard. Some of them are terrible, and like, I don't know. It's like, I'm just like, I need to remember some of this stuff. But I guess it's like, even when there's like bad things happening, I guess you have to remember, if you work in a hospital, that you're that patient's doctor or their nurse or whatever, and you know, you need to keep being their doctor until the last minute. And I don't know, it's like even if that patient passes away or whatever, like maybe the family needs you to take care of them, like they probably have questions or whatever. So I don't know, that's my opinion on dealing with hard things. What specialty am I going into? I don't know if maybe eventually I'll say, I don't know, probably not anytime soon. I have to, you know, keep a little bit of mystique about myself. But hi, Funtime Freddy, Kichiko, Fazbear. Oh, people were taking photos of your injury with their phone. Some doctors have like medical charts on their phones. They may have been adding it to your medical chart. I guess it's possible they were just taking photos of your injury for fun. That's kind of like questionable, but whatever. What do I know? But yeah, there's like so many medical specialties, and I think that I think there's almost something for everyone, as long as you like science and learning, like. And hopefully you're not like a complete sociopath, but it's like, when I think about my classmates, there's all kinds of people. It's like, some people go to medical school and they're like, you know what, actually, I am an introvert. Actually, I don't like talking to patients all day. And so like they could become a radiologist, because like you sit in a dark room and look at x-rays on a computer, and it's like, you just chill and mind your own business, and that's great for some people. Or maybe if you're like, I love talking to people, I love being around people, like you could do psychiatry, because you wouldn't like talk to people all day. And it's like, I don't know, there's people, like if you love working with your hands, maybe you'll love surgery. I'm actually horrible at working with my hands, so it's like, I could tell you I'm not going to be a surgeon. I had some questions from subscribers that people left, and you guys can like ask in the chat if you have some. So Bale said, what would you do if somebody asked, are there any doctors, but nobody nearby has any medical knowledge? Hi there, Grits. So I will tell you now, listen carefully. If any of you are just not medically trained, if you ever see an emergency, number one, listen, make sure the scene is safe. It's like, I don't know if it's like, if you see like, I don't know, old person fell over, whatever, in the grocery store, it's like, yeah, go over to them. But it's like, if you ever see like, I don't know, a bridge collapsed or someone has a weapon or something, it's like, before you do anything, like make sure it is safe for you to be at that location. Because your own safety is priority number one. If you get hurt, like you are going to become another patient for the doctors and just like honestly create more problems. So like number one, if there's ever an emergency, make sure the scene is safe. And then number two, if the scene is safe, then you can either call 911 or like if someone's with you, tell them to call 911 or whatever it is in your country, like whatever emergency operators are in your country. And then usually like at least in the USA, if you call 911, they'll tell you, like, they have a list of questions to tell you what to do. Like, okay, number 1, check if the person is breathing. Number 2, like, shake them around and see if they wake up. And it's like, they'll be able to help you. And, but priority number 1, like, even if you are a medical professional, honestly, priority number 1 should be someone needs to... Okay, priority number 1, make sure it's safe for you to be there. Priority number 2, call the paramedics or whoever, because even if you are medically trained, it's like you probably don't have meds on you. You probably don't have an EKG on you. Yeah. That's always, I've had to do so many first aid lessons. That's always rule number 1, make sure it's safe. Yeah, Cyan gets it. Yeah. But that's my advice. Like, you don't... I think to buy KK1, your YouTube's dying. That's too bad. Have a good day. Yeah, it's like you don't need to be medically trained. I think you are like a good civilian. Hi, Baragon. I'm glad you made it. I think you're a good civilian if you call 911 or whatever it is in your country, because they are the ones who will properly handle it and get them to the doctor or wherever they need to be. Why not surgeon? This is a question from AgCR. So I mentioned this in my stream where I talked about what I'm studying, but I hate surgery. I hate the operating room. I don't like anything about it. I have friends who are going into surgery and they're like wonderful and I love and respect them, but I hate anything to do with surgery. And for me, it's multifactorial. So it's like, I don't enjoy being in the operating room for one. It's like, I think if you are, maybe if you've only seen the operating room on TV shows like Grey's Anatomy or whatever, you might be like, oh, but it's like the operating room, it's so cool, it's like there's the human body and beating hearts and this and that. But it's like, I guess that novelty starts to wear off when it's like you're standing at this operating table and you need to be standing there for like 6 hours while they finish whatever they're doing. It's like, for me, it's like, so when you're gonna be at an operating table, you need to like, first, you need to disinfect yourself. So they call it like scrubbing in. You need to go disinfect your hands and go wash your hands for like several minutes or whatever, and get on your gloves and get on your gown. And it's like, once you're in that glove and gown, it's like you really should not be like leaving the room or walking around or sitting down or anything. Because if you like leave the room or whatever, you're gonna have to redo that whole process and they're gonna have to help you. So it's like, ideally, if you're in there, you will stand there for 4 hours or 6 hours or however long it takes them to do the surgery. And it's like, it just like my feet really start to hurt and my back really starts to hurt. And it's like, I'm a chronic water drinker. You can't have water in the operating room. You can't have coffee cups in the operating room, which sounds stupid, but it's like, if you're the kind of person where you're used to like, sitting with your drink and your snack and, you stretch your arms when you need to, or sit down or walk around, it's like, you can't do that. You need to stand there and stand still, because like you'll get, like once you have your gloves on, it's like you can't even move your arms around. It's like if your ear itches or something and you like touch your ear, it's like, okay, you need to go re-scrub because you're infected now. Like you're not sanitary anymore. Yeah, and it's very like physically constricting to me, because honestly, I just like to move around and stretch and like, have a drink of water and then it's like, I think every kind of specialty in medicine has their own culture, just how they communicate with each other and whatever. And I think in surgery, they're very like, they kind of prioritize efficiency over kindness, which makes sense because like it's a surgery, it's high stakes, but it's like they don't really care so much about being kind to each other. It's about being efficient. So it's like if you're about to do the wrong, like you're doing it wrong, they're like, stop, you're doing that wrong. It's like, which yeah, I like Dr. Glaucom Flecken. Most of his videos I've seen are pretty accurate, but it's like, I wouldn't say that surgeons are like mean or bad people, but they just have like a very like brusque communication style, and it's like that communication style doesn't gel with me because I I think I'm kind of a person who values, like, not that I'm dishonest or inefficient, but it's like, I think I kind of value speaking really kindly to other people. And like, if I made a mistake or they made a mistake, the way I'd like to talk about it is like, oh, hey, like, let me show you how to do that correctly so you can do it right next time. But I think surgery is more like, stop it, you're doing it wrong, don't do that. Like, I don't know. And sometimes there is like yelling and stuff in the operating room more so than other places in the hospital, I would think. And sometimes it's necessary, but it's like, sometimes it's just ego. But like, I've met bad people in every specialty, but it's like, sometimes I do think if you have kind of like an ego, you like to yell at people, you like to control people, honestly, some of them go into surgery. And I'm saying that with like, I have like friends who I love very much who are going to be surgeons, and they're like not like that at all. But I do think in the operating room, it's more like, if you like to exert dominance over other people and like be cruel, it's like some of them will go into surgery, and I just don't like that. I don't know. And yeah, I'm like, I kind of like when patients are awake and I can talk to them, but not everyone likes that. Like, not everyone wants to talk to patients. It's fair. Hey, I don't know if other Evan is still here, but any tips for studying? I mean, so I already talked earlier about memorization and stuff, but my other thing I would say is honestly, like, take care of your body. And of course, it's easier said than done. I struggle with that sometimes, but I think maybe if you're like a young college student and you treat your body like garbage, like you only sleep 5 hours a night and you only eat ramen for every meal and you just, sit in front of a desk for 12 hours, it's like, I think you don't know how good you would feel if you just like ate a little fruits and veggies every day and like went and exercised for 15 minutes. It's like, I think, aside from what I mentioned about memorizing and stuff, honestly, take care of your body. Like, I feel like you don't know how much connection there is between your body and your mind until you like, like if you think you don't like exercise or whatever, you don't do it. It's like, trust me, just spend like 15 minutes a day walking and do it for a week, honestly. And then I think if you start to have days where you like don't exercise, you're gonna be like, oh wait, like I'm in a worse mood today and my stomach hurts more and my joints hurt more. Like, I think if you think you don't like fruits or exercise, like try it out for a week and you can be really simple about it. And I think that your mood will improve, your focus will improve. Like, honestly, you're gonna, like, your creativity will improve. I think it will. Yeah, algorithm says your body is your mind, take care of one, you help the other. Yeah. And I'm not perfect. I definitely have a lot of bad health habits. Like, I consume way too much caffeine. Sometimes when I'm really exhausted, I'll like eat way too much takeout food, but I'm trying to just be every day like, okay, did I get like a couple of servings of fruits and vegetables? Like, okay, I've been at my desk for many hours, like I should at least, stretch for 10 minutes or something if I'm not going to work out. And I think just like put in effort into the little things, and I think it will pay off in your, your studying or your work or whatever you do in your day. But yeah, Baragon asked, what do homework assignments, projects, and finals look like for a medical student? Yeah, Luok says, hard agree. I haven't been able to exercise due to work and I'm getting sick more frequently. Yeah, I think so. It's like, of course, we can't all, be perfect every day, but it's like, if I go several days without any kind of exercise, like, I just feel like I'm losing my mind and I get so sore and I'm in a worse mood. But yeah, so I think most of med school is like really long exams. So it's like, I had 2 board exams. One was called Step 1, one was called Step 2. And yeah, so I hated Step 1, it was the worst. So it was like 200 plus questions, but it's like, a lot of the questions are really, really long. It's like, by the end of the day, your eyes are blurring and your head hurts because you're like doing this in a little computer room at a testing center. It's like really, I feel like maybe you think like, oh, multiple choice, it's not too bad, but it's like really long questions, like really, really long, like Bob is a 59-year-old male. He's been smoking cigarettes for 30 years, and he also has a family history of blah, 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 blah. Last Tuesday, Bob was out gardening when he began to feel chest pain. He went to the doctor, blah, 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 and today he's at your urgent care. Like, it's just like, I don't know. I hate multiple. It's like multiple choice is good because it's multiple choice, but it's like, don't be deceived by that. If you're sitting there doing hundreds of questions, like, you will lose your mind. You will hate yourself. You will get a headache from staring at the screen. So it's like throughout med school, I've had to like do stupid little essays and stuff on occasion, but mostly it's multiple choice testing. The other thing I had to do a handful of times throughout med school, which I hate, is that like, you have these fake patient interactions where it's like, so they hire people to be pretend patients. And so I think most medical schools have this to some extent. It's like they have these little fake patient exam rooms that have video cameras in them. And so you have to walk into this exam room with a fake patient and you have like 30 minutes and you have to like do a full like history taking on them and a physical exam. And it's like they watch you on the cameras, which just makes it more stressful and worse. And it's like they critique you and they're like, oh, like you put your stethoscope in the wrong place and blah blah blah, and like, oh, like you forgot to ask this question and that. And it's like, we need to get good at doing our patient exams, but it's like they just nitpick you. And I'm like, the way they want you to do it for those recorded things. Thanks to wait, what Seinfeld episode? I want to see it. I don't think I've seen Seinfeld. What's the episode about? But yeah, it's like the way they do it, I'm like, I have never ever seen a real doctor in the history of ever do an exam in the way you guys want me to do this exam. But whatever, it's fine. But yeah, I always hated those exams where they watch you on the video camera and just like I don't know, it was stupid. What's the most gross or otherwise off-putting things you learned? This was a question from Umkar. Hello, Dr. Dudesky. So I personally, I hated anatomy. I had, so some medical schools, anatomy is like, these days it's like, you don't actually have an anatomy lab. Oh, yeah, the fake patients. Yeah, it's like so funny. It's like they have to memorize like a pretend illness, like, and they have to memorize a fake history, like, oh, I I smoked cigarettes for 20 years and I live with a dog. And hi, professional skill issue. Some new friends today. Yeah, but some med schools, the anatomy is like they don't have real bodies. You just look at it on a computer, whatever. But my med school, this isn't my med school, by the way. This is from Google, but it's like my med school had actual anatomy labs. So it's like you would have like 4 or 5 people assigned to like a cadaver, which is like, you know, a dead person. And so you'd have to come to this lab for like a couple of hours every week. But it's like, so if you are like easily disgusted or like don't want to hear about it, you can mute for like 2 minutes or something. But I hated anatomy lab. So it's like, number one, you are working with like people's, you know, bodies that they donated, and of course that's like a really, you know, wonderful donation of them because they helped us learn. But it's like, I did not enjoy it at all. You're in this like freezing cold laboratory with like, you know, 30 dead bodies or whatever, and it smells like formaldehyde or whatever, and it's like the bodies get worse and worse as the weeks go on. It's like, okay, so number one, I will say it's like in medical school, you have to be respectful to the bodies, because it's there's been, like, my med school on the first day, they told us a story. It's like, oh, one time someone, like, took a finger out of the anatomy lab, like, from a cadaver and sent it to their friend as a prank or something. And it's like, so, like, number one, I will say, it's like, we are always respectful to the bodies. Like, you will get kicked out of med school if you, like, play pranks in there or whatever. So, like, I'll talk about this with the most respect possible, but it's like, we are in there cutting up the bodies, removing organs, and it's like, as the weeks go on, it just looks less and less like a person. It's like, at first, it's like, oh, we're just cutting open the chest and we're looking at the heart or something. But as the weeks go on, it's like, okay, now we're going to cut the head off from the body so we can maneuver it more easily. And now we're going to cut the whole head in half so we can look inside the brain and the eyes. And then it's like, okay, now we want you guys to like look at the leg. So you're going to like cut the whole leg off and like move it to another part of the table so everyone can see it. And it's like, as the weeks go on, it just like looks less and less like a person. And it's like everything's like, it's like just becomes like almost like a pile of flesh by the end, and you're like, I don't even know what I'm looking at, because like someone, you know, someone put the leg up by the head, and then this arm is on backwards, and then the head's down by the feet, and it's just like, ooh. And of course, like, it smells bad. These are human bodies, so there's things coming out of them. Yeah, so it's like I had friends who really enjoyed it, not because they're crazy, but because it's like, you know, maybe they're going to be surgeons someday and they kind of learned the magic of the human body here, but I hated it. And it's like, I don't know, just anatomy is very memorization heavy. It's like, okay, there's these like 20 nerves in the arm. You need to know the names of all of them. And it's like, for me at the time, I was just like, okay, why? Because like we didn't really learn that much about diseases yet or anything. So I was like, okay, why do I need to know the name of these 20 nerves? And it's honestly like I forgot a lot of it, because it's like, for regular doctors, you don't need to know the name of every single artery or vein or like muscle in the body. You need to know about like the diseases you're treating. So it's, I didn't like anatomy lab. I thought it was gross. Also, this is like really gross, so cover your ears if you're disgusted easily. But it's like, in my anatomy lab, like we had computers like this. This is not my school, but yeah, but so it's like we had these computers with keyboards and whatever, but so in anatomy lab, everyone's wearing gloves, of course, but it's like you just kind of get like gunk on your hands as you're dissecting. Like you start getting pus and fat and whatever, and I don't know, on your hands, and probably like honestly feces and stuff on your hands as you're operating. And then it's like we would be on the computer typing things in because we're like, oh, we need to like Google what the name of this muscle is. Yeah, the keyboards were like crusted yellow. They were crusted yellow over the years from like corpse like fluids. Basically the keyboards and computers had like a yellow crust on them from over the years, and it was like so disgusting. Yeah, it was crusty. I don't know, so it's like I had some friends who enjoyed it. Hi, big fella. Yeah, it was nasty. So sorry if you're like disgusted and you heard that, but and I don't know, it's like I like people who are alive and I can talk to them, and of course I'm like grateful for everyone who donated their bodies or whatever, because we got to learn from them. But I was just like, I was so ready for it to be over. I was like, this room smells bad, it's cold, like I'm here with 30 dead bodies, and I just hated the exams, because it's like we would have these practicals where they would like tie a ribbon on a random like nerve in the body or a random artery or whatever, and then it was like you would have to walk around the room and like you'd have a piece of paper and you have to like write down like, okay, station number 1, that ribbon's on the ulnar nerve or whatever, and you'd have to like go around the room and write down what they had tied at each station. But it's like by the end of anatomy, it's like they would be putting the ribbon on things, and I'm like, I can't even tell what that is because it's like falling apart, like it's rotting. I'm like, is that a nerve? Is that an artery? Is that a vein? I don't know, everything's falling apart. I'm like, are you just like, you could literally be gaslighting me. Sometimes if they couldn't, like, we had like our instructors in there and whatever, sometimes if they couldn't find the nerve they wanted us to find, they would like invent it on the cadaver. They would just like if they were looking for a nerve and they didn't find it, they would just like cut a piece of muscle and be like, okay, that's the ulnar nerve now. Like they would just invent a nerve from the flesh, and I'm like, come on, how can I be expected to identify anything? You're literally inventing things, like, bro. But it was so gross. I'm like, I hope I never again have to set foot in an anatomy lab. But I think some of my friends who enjoyed anatomy lab are being surgeons now, so I guess it's like an enriching experience for some people. Are you gonna probe us, Yellow Coon? I'm going to lobotomize you. Actually, Did you guys know I actually got to see electroconvulsive therapy? Did you guys know electroconvulsive therapy is like still a real thing? That they like, it's not like a form of torture. It's like a accepted medical treatment they do in nice hospitals in the USA. Yeah, it's so gross. Yeah. Yeah, electroconvulsive therapy. This is unrelated. I just think it's cool. I got to see it actually. So if you have severe depression and like nothing's working for you, like medications, therapy, nothing, they do electroconvulsive therapy where basically you're put under anesthesia and then they give you like a short seizure, like 30 seconds by like firing you with electricity. And then you wake up and like, I think it was apparently is like when they started doing this in the 50s or 60s or whatever, it was like really terrible because the patients were not anesthetized enough or whatever. But from what I saw, it's actually like pretty peaceful these days because it's like the whole thing takes less than like 15 minutes, maybe less than 30 minutes. You only do this like once a week. You only do this for a couple of weeks. It's like you come in, you're put under anesthesia, they give you the shocks, you have like a short seizure basically, which they track, and then you wake up and it's like, hi Alex. Oh, you're doing it for migraines? They do it for migraines too? I didn't know. Yeah, I think people have like bad opinions of it from like movies and stuff, but it's like, these days it's almost just like any other medical procedure. It's like you go under, it happens, you wake up, like you don't remember anything, you didn't feel pain, and it's, I guess it works for people because like they're doing it. And oh yeah, ketamine, I've heard of that. Like they do ketamine for depression. I don't know anything about that, but yeah, I mean honestly the electroconvulsive therapy seemed fine to me. It's like these people, I assume most of them were here like by their own will. And yeah, it's almost just like any other procedure. It's like you go under, you wake up, and you do this for, like, honestly, your side effects, I heard, is pretty much from the anesthesia. It's like, if you're waking up from anesthesia, you might have, like, a headache or whatever, but, honestly, it seems pretty well tolerated. I mean, maybe I'll do a presentation on that eventually. I guess that's my slideshow, but, yeah, let me go back to my chatting screen. That's, I don't know, that's, like, a little, yeah, I think now it's, like, perfectly safe, honestly, And this is like, it's not like you walk into a hospital and you're like, ooh, I want electroconvulsive therapy. This is like if you had like really bad depression and nothing else is working for you. And it's like, I mean, I won't get into like mental illness today, but I think if any of you have had like any kind of mental illness or you've seen a family member who did, at some point you're just like, okay, like what are we going to try to like make this better? And it's just one treatment available out of many treatments. So yeah, but that's like a short introduction to my life in medicine. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions? I hope I explained things well. I hope you feel like you learned something, but I feel like I was complaining a lot about medicine in that stream. Actually, I like it a lot, but it's like, I feel like when you like something, it's like you have criticism for it too. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you really like something, you're like, oh, I like this thing, but I also know it could be so much better. Sometimes I feel like that about medicine and medical school. I'm like, medicine's the best. I love medicine, but it's like, I wish that, just the culture was better. I wish the communication was better. Sometimes I wish the lifestyle was like better. Yeah, what made me want to go into medicine? So I guess my more professional answer would be is that I always knew I wanted to work in science, but I guess to me a lot of science jobs seem kind of solitary, like sitting in a lab working on your own projects or whatever. And I'm sure not all labs are like that, but I kind of wanted a job in science where I felt like I could interact with a lot of people and, like, I don't know, just be around people all day. And I guess I really enjoy the patient interaction side of medicine. Not everyone does, but I do. And my, like, bad, like, unprofessional answer, unironically, I don't know if you guys know the Trauma Center video game series, but unironically, I played Trauma Center when I was in middle school, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. I should do this as a career. Yeah, I played it on the Wii with a friend, and I was like, oh, these guys are great. It's like they're using science to be superheroes. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And then yeah, and then I was like, I should do this as a career. And then honestly, I'm here now. I've definitely like driven to the hospital or studied while listening to trauma center soundtracks, and I'm like, this is just like the video game. My real life is just like the video game, except I hate surgery. When I eventually learned, I was like, oh hell no, I don't like surgery. But I'm like, yeah, the hospital, walking around like a superhero, knowing science. I do not have like magical surgeon god powers like the trauma center characters, but yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's like I don't like I love surgery TV shows, surgery, whatever. I wish there was more surgery video games that were not like a joke. Like, I hope eventually someone makes Aurora Borealis. You're right, I'm better than I don't know who's played Trauma Center, but it's like this young surgeon, but he finds out he's a descendant of the Greek god Asclepius or whatever, like the Greek god of medicine. And so he has a magic power to slow down time during surgery. So it's like, if the patient's about to die or whatever, but you're right, I'm better than him. I'm an alien. I have all kinds of powers. Your ears are not ready for that. You'll learn when it's time. But yeah, I guess it's like sometimes when you're really exhausted by your own life, you have to pretend like it's a video game or TV show. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, it's 5:30 a.m. and I'm going to the hospital. This sucks. And I'm like, no, this is Grey's Anatomy. I'm just like Grey's Anatomy. I'm just like Trauma Center. Adult Swim surgery game. No, I haven't played it. I need to look that up. I want to play one of the Trauma Center games on stream eventually, though. That'd be fun. I'm sure I'm sure everything about the game is not rooted in reality, but honestly, for like when I watch medical TV shows, it's like I don't even go in with the expectation of it being realistic. I go in and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have a good time and like have an emotional experience, and it will be good. But yeah, I hope you guys feel like you learned something. I hope you had fun. And I can always like make more streams about medicine if you want. Like if you want to learn about certain fields of medicine or certain treatments, or you want to hear more like what it's like to be in medical school, or like if you want a more in-depth look at studying, like whatever you want. I guess like I can make more streams or whatever, just to I don't know, join. Like I have a Discord posted if anyone wants to join, and like yeah, my ears are always open if you guys have stream ideas or or the non-medicine things. If you have like a video game you really want me to play, but yeah, I think hopefully this upcoming Thursday I should have a science stream collab with someone new who hasn't been on my channel. And I want to do like a silly, before I leave for Christmas break, I'll be gone for 2 weeks for Christmas break, but before I leave, I want to do a silly like roleplay ASMR. So go on my YouTube community tab if you're new, and you can vote for what kind of ASMR you want it to be. What medical conditions am I gonna treat? Shh, that's a secret. You'll learn when it's time. Don't worry. Yeah, and I don't know, is anyone here lurking and not subscribed to me and wants to be convinced? It's never too late to join the cult. You'll like it, you'll have fun, you won't regret it. Right, subscribers? Right, special members? You're so happy here. I take such good care of everyone. Kazuhiro, you don't count. You've been subscribed to me. I need to convince the new people. Ruh-roh. Yeah, but I had so much fun with you guys, and I also uploaded 2 science shorts like within the past few days. If if you didn't see my science shorts, one's on vaccines and one's on whales, so both excellent topics that everyone should know about. Yeah, but unsub? Who said that you could unsubscribe? I didn't agree to this. What makes you think that's okay? I thought you liked my channel. I thought you were going to spend forever with me. What's making you change your mind? Oh yeah. Speaking of gifting subs, let me gift some subs right now. I can gift some subs. Let me do that. Yeah, I will. Let's see. Ew, opened up my own stream, hear my own voice. It's awkward. Always hate when that happens. Membership. Gifting. Gift 5 memberships. Alrighty, let's see. Yay! 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 Congrats, Kaza Eater. Congrats, Blimey Limey. Congrats, as RZ. Congrats, D-Mature. Congrats, Store Fam. Yay! Yeah, those are, I get like 10 free memberships to gift a month. So those are like, yeah, congrats if you got it. I don't choose who got it. It's random, but you wouldn't unsubscribe to me. Don't make jokes like that. That's not funny. Yeah. I'll make more science streams soon. But yeah, I don't know. Welcome everyone. If you like Discord, join my Discord, and yeah, I'll look forward to some new content over the next few days. And yeah, tell me like what other content you'd like to see, and let's hang out soon. Okay, bye, farewell, see you later. Wait, if you're still here, wait, don't leave, wait, let me see here, let me see, 1 sec, we should raid someone, wait, okay, I'll come back, we should raid someone, don't leave, let me see, ooh, actually wait, no one I'm subscribed to is streaming, okay, never mind, we're leaving again, okay, bye.